Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Daily Rooms of Death, and we are going to finish level 6. I'm just going to record both these in one day and just upload them both in one day, because why not? Now we got to go up, because there's really no other direction to go but up. And we get to begin this really hard direction. Oh, I don't know how long it took me to do this the first time I played. Let's observe the room. As a tip for playing Daily Rooms of Death, observing the room is always a great plan. First of all, realize we cannot walk in here ourselves. Nothing can walk in there ourselves, so this mimic is gonna be in here first. Also be aware that there is a crack right here by this bottom roach, and there's no other way in, so we're just gonna use the crack by using the trapdoor. That is pretty much all you need to know to do this room. You also do not need to worry about these other roaches, because they will get to you in some way, shape, or form. And so, like I said, there's a crack. You can utilize the crack. But there actually is a problem. I completely neglected the fact that there is actually no other way in or out. So actually, now that I think about it, you do kind of want the mimic to actually do stuff over there for you. It's not many times I've done this, as you can tell. So yeah, just kind of have the mimic do stuff for you, and get him to go and be your killing slave, like so. But I believe you could go in there yourself if you absolutely needed to. I've done it before that way. That's why I was thinking that. Okay, so up is another direction. Well, obviously. And yeah, it's a lot more convoluted than it was earlier. I'm gonna have to actually explain this while I'm thinking of it, because I gotta remember how to do this. So bear with me. So we got a problem here. We need to hit the switch to close this roach in. So this roach, well, that's because this roach is actually on an arrow, you just can't see it. We do need to get a mimic in there to hit this switch to allow us to go in, but it'll close this path, so we'll have to be able to hit the switch again after using it. The mimic is right here. We cannot kill this guy yet, and there's no way up to him, meaning when we place the mimic, we're going to have to place the mimic in here. There is no more crack in here except this bottom right corner, not like you're going to need it. Yeah, you might need it actually. Yeah, you will. In any case, then we won't have any direction. This roach will be the last one we kill. And so, basically what we gotta do is get to this mimic potion, kill this roach, walk along this pathway about right here. Or yeah, get him to walk right, no. Yeah, get him to walk right there, because we need to open this door for him, which we can do by walking ourselves in here and walking ourselves out. So, enough explanation, let's just get started. It's pretty annoying. I don't blame you for being annoyed. It'll be a tedious, oh so tedious process. Also be aware we do not want any, I might have used the wrong trapdoor. We do not want any roaches to get in there, because it's the same as before. There won't be a way to get back to them. And so, actually, what am I talking about? There is a way back to them, because we will be utilizing that path ourselves. I'm sorry, that was just me being completely dumb. So, kill this roach. It doesn't actually matter if any get in here, because we are going to be exiting this side. And we gotta make sure we don't get ourselves trapped. And now we begin. Mission, get the mimic in here. And how do we go about doing that? Well, that's a good question. It's actually as simple as this. Just maneuver him back here and get him in there like so. And now we can kill this guy if we want. We probably should have earlier. I just didn't. Get those guys while they're here. And now we want to get ourselves here so we can walk the longest possible path. But before we actually hit that, we want to get inside. And now we just kill the rest. So it's quite difficult. And okay, and it's gonna get even harder. Yes. So how do we go about doing this room? Oh, stretch. As you can tell, we cannot do what we did earlier. In fact, we can't exit this room. The Mimic is going to do all the work for us. Every little bit of it. If the Mimic gets stuck in here, we're dead. And any other spots, we need these doors to open. Both of them. And we want to kill anything we possibly can as soon as we can. So,
now this looks familiar.
This does look familiar. Very familiar. So first thing first. Get these roaches to get right there, because if you don't, we won't be able to kill this queen, and thus the roaches will spawn in here and get over. So you want to get rid of that roach as fast as possible. And anyway, we're going to be going back for the others sooner or later. Next, something that is demonstrated in this this room that is actually important for level 18 is being able to use trapdoors to reposition yourself. So, for example, we want to actually get to where we can use this trapdoor in some way or another. However, we may go about doing so. So, it might not be wise to open that up. Actually, yeah, it is wise to open that up. But we're going to want to open the other one, too. We don't want to leave all the fun for him. So this can, as you can tell, get really tricky. Because there's not really a good way to go about moving these sometimes. Or moving this clone sometimes. And we can get him out of the way. So, kind of utilize your path and kind of maneuver yourself, because these squares make it really difficult to actually keep maneuvering yourself. So just try your hardest. Like so. Here we go. And keep doing more of the same. And maneuver ourselves in there. There we go. Sorry for the sounds, this is actually kind of difficult. So now that we got him, it's pretty much all common sense from here. Just keep maneuvering yourself and maneuvering your Mimic over to the other queen. However you may do so. And I have to say I do like this music, just because I want to actually comment on something. I actually do really like this song. I really do like the soundtrack to DROD. My quote-unquote fiancé thinks the music's kind of strange, but I can understand. It's kind of a different style of music that it's kind of not really, I guess most people wouldn't really be used to. But it's still a very lovely soundtrack. Like, made that sound all poetic. A lovely soundtrack. No, but it really is actually really good. I do love it. And so now we pretty much have the rest. And we do not need the Mimic anymore, and we finished this room, finally. So that's level 6. We can exit the level. You're probably wondering, though, is there a secret in this level? Well, if you ask that question, that would be a very good question indeed. Is there a secret to this level? I'm asking you. Do you know? You probably know if you played this game. Maybe not. But there's actually a secret right here. So even though, yes, the exit is right there, we're not using the exit. We're going to go do the secret room before actually finishing this floor. Which actually looks really nice. I like the design, how they're all different palettes. Okay, I don't know. I'm weird. So this room is as it looks like. We're going to have to kill this roach, and this roach, and get them to the other side all simultaneously. There might be a way to not do it all simultaneously. Maybe there's a way to do one at a time. I don't know. I haven't seen a way. So the concept is we don't want the roaches to get into the holes because, well, that will stink a lot. You just don't want it to happen. Take my word for it. So we're going to do it this way. And we're going to go ahead and do this one next. And we're going to go ahead and do this one next. And we're going to go ahead and start them all at the same time, because I like that. And so now we just go ahead and kill roaches in a way where we do not get ourselves in a bad position. But there is something you should take heed of. Look at the top right. Though new roaches are going to spawn, and if you're not careful enough, they will end up isolating themselves in such a way where it's impossible to actually get to them, essentially. But if you see how simple this room really is, it's not really something you need to sweat about. Let's just say that. It, in the end, is very simple, as you can tell. So, it's a fun room, but it's kind of easy, to be quite honest. I think the second game is, and maybe this game, there's more puzzles where we're going to do multiple mimics at once. But we'll get to that later. Yeah, it is in this game too. So now we actually officially exit the level in this nice little pathway. Apparently it's not, I don't know the song as well as I did. Thought I did. Anyway, King Dugan's Dungeon 2.0, 7th level. As Bethro climbed down the stairs, he heard a loud hissing. As a seasonal profession, he knew instantly what it was, but was still startled by the sheer volume. Jeebus, how many of these nasty things are down there? Okay, I know that his voice doesn't sound like that, but whatever. Essentially, we're beginning... Oh, gosh. This? Oh, I love its design. This is the 7th level. Sorry for my weird voice and mess. I'm going to be excited to do this level. Oh, it looks so nice. Yes. So the 7th level we'll do next time. We get to meet the new enemy, which makes a hissing sound. Hint, hint. Yeah, I would take a nap here too, Bethro. I would take a nap here too.